So, how do you discover your child's special talent? I mean, wouldn't that be great to know? If you knew that your child had like a superpower and he or she could direct it to the right thing, what would that mean in life? Well, let me say first why you might consider my thoughts on this. My name is Dr. Fred Ray Libran, and among the things I've worked on over the past years, 50 plus years, I actually have numerous, like a half dozen certifications related to personality and talent. And over the decades that I've worked with it, I've found that there is a simple way to understand talent. What we're looking for is what your child or you can do better than about, 10,000 other people. The problem is you might not value it, but it is incredibly powerful. And if you'll take a moment and consider what I'm going to suggest to you, you might find it hugely helpful for you, for your kids, for your own life as well. Now, the reason you want to know a talent is because you can help direct your child on a path. Such a joy in my life of being able to affirm or confirm my children as they moved into college curriculums they should pursue or avoid. And they've all been very respectful of the thoughts because they just made sense, not because they deferred to me. I didn't tell them what to do, but I showed them why the way they were made was such a match for certain career fields, and that's what we've seen. Well, the other thing you want to do is just help your child succeed. If you put a left-handed child into a right-handed job, what do you think is going to happen? So, let me just share with you really quickly how to avoid that. There is a very simple three-step process I want to offer you. And it works like this. First, is a prior moment to consider. This is going to be for children who are a little older, all right? So I'd say you're getting into 8, 10 years old. I mean, a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, they're still catching on. Obviously, teens are even better. But overall, as they make their way towards settling into their personality and maturity in life, you want to ask them to name 3 situations in which they felt like everything worked right for them and they succeeded. Whatever it was, 3 situations. You might come up with them for them because you've seen it. But 3 times they felt like everything was happening right, kind of like they couldn't miss, and it worked. You write down those 3 situations, and then you go to step 2. And step 2 is to look for a pattern. Look for what is consistently happening here. It's quite striking sometimes when you see that. And you can get help with people looking at the pattern. Even the child can help you. But looking for a consistent thing that in each of those, the same general thing showed up. You're not looking for something as specific as X-ray vision. But maybe you're looking for something as powerful as the ability to notice things out of place. I'll come back to that. Once you see this pattern and speculate on it, then you want to test it and just give them opportunities to go see if that ability really works. Sometimes it's obvious that things like a math thing or an athletic thing. But I mentioned one for me. I got a 50% raise when I was in seminary working at a catering business. And instead of passing out food, etc., she asked me to come to any parties I wanted to. And I didn't have to carry food, and I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to lead anybody. She wanted me to show up, work as long as I wanted to, and she was going to pay me 50% more than everybody else was being paid. And I went, what in the world do you want me to do? She said, I have never seen anybody that can see everything out of place like you can. And I was paid literally to go be critical, to notice their shirts are untucked, the flowers in the wrong place, the hors d'oeuvres aren't sitting on the plate right, blah, blah, blah. So suddenly I had this ability to notice patterns and notice what didn't fit. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. Look, to discover your child's special talent, all you have to notice is what your child can do uniquely that no one else can do. And it may not look like much, but once it's applied in a field, it's worth a fortune to their self-esteem, to their sense of purpose, to their contribution, to their finances. So that's the way to go. That's how you discover your child's special talent. You get smart, you start paying attention, look for a pattern based on when things really work for them. That's the game. Hope that helps.